That's right. Forgot to turn off. Alrighty. Alrighty, gamers. Welcome in to Retro Time. I'm Nosage Time. And before I get this chapter started, it's amazing what people will do when you start doing something for yourself. They always make these assumptions that you're doing it for somebody else. You know why I'm reading the Bible? Because I want to know what the ending actually said. I want to know the full story of the Bible. I'm tired of people lying about stuff. And there's a lot of people out there that are now, they already have started. But as soon as I got to the end of that first book, everything just started going crazy. I have people out there trying to convert me now. I have Muslims coming to me and arguing with me about stuff. I have homosexuals all over the internet harassing me now. It's amazing what the Bible will do. And you know what? I'm not listening to any of them. I'm not bowing down to any of them because their problem is they don't want to accept something. I tried literally talking to somebody about this morning because they were like, they secretly asked, they were like, well, I want to start learning Christianity myself. And I was like, okay, well, this is what you need to do. So I gave him a few pointers where to start. Because to start Christianity and come back to it, you can't really sit there and, you can't really there's no real method to it. All you gotta do is, start praying and start believing in God and start understanding God and Jesus Christ exists. Start worshiping, instead of slightly leaning into it. You really have to learn to accept Jesus and God into your life. And that's become a big problem with a lot of these people that I'm talking to. I literally have to cut my conversation off with some of these people that they're just talking about it, but they won't actually go into it. And that's how I know. When they give you a hard time after saying they want to do something, that's how I know they never want to do it. That's how you know. Because it's like talking to a child who doesn't understand, basics mathematics, or basic, it's like talking to a child who doesn't want to learn anything. So they keep doing the same exact thing. That's what it feels like to me. I'm not trying to be mean, but some people that are doing it, they're doing it just because they'll say it to try to get me to talk about it, and it's another form of some people, they use that as another form of conversion. Okay, I've had a Muslim in the past 2 to 3 days try to convert me because for some reason they have it in their head that their God is the same God as ours when that's not actually true. All right, whatever book you're reading from isn't the same as the Bible either. All right, the Bible, I can honestly say, the Bible has probably been around a lot longer than that book. And I had people argue with me about that. I'm like, look, I don't really care. I don't know why you guys are coming to my religion and try to pull me away from that. And it just gets out of hand sometimes. It's like people want to, people consistently poke at you. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And you know what that means? That just means I'm right with God. That's what that means. The world is not your friend. No matter how much you want to think, no matter how much you think it is. The only person in the world that might be your friend might be if you're Christian, might be the person that studies the Christian way also. It'll be the same person who is into Christianity just like you. That's the only person you're really going to have as a friend. Everybody else can try to be your friend, but it's going to be a miserable, horrible thing for them to try to be your friend. Because all they're going to do is start arguments with you. And that's the truth. And the reason the world around me picks on me so much is because I'm already accepted by God and Jesus Christ. I've been like that for years. I have had society come down on me pretty hard. I've had near-death experiences due to the fact that, people are just so bad here on Earth. And by not accepting God, I'm getting the brunt of everything. I'm getting bullied daily on the internet for just my belief by some Muslims, to be exact. And it's sad that they won't. It's sad that they're so mad that their like whole religion isn't accepted here in America. What they're trying to do is converse people and bring their whole religion here. This is kind of like having a war, is what they're trying to do. Hence why the Muslims and Jewish people were arguing amongst each other, because they're in the middle of they're not only a holy war, but a war between each other. But it's more like a holy war. And then we're seeing the Muslims start attacking people Christianity, because they're trying to bring their whole country here into America. That's what they're trying to do, and people are falling for that. And you know what the worst part is? I'll say this. Yeah, Christianity may not be accepting of homosexuality, but we do not accept killing people either. Okay? Muslim people kill people for homosexuality. The Christianity religion allows you to have a chance to be forgiven by God and go back to your normal ways. Go back to the way God created you. Okay? There's a huge difference there. But we have people saying they're Muslim and then talking about, being homosexuals. I'm like, what is this religion that we have going on here? This is weird. But all right, let me get my Bible and we'll start Exodus. Yeah, it's been quite the past couple of days for me, because when the channel started taking off, it got a lot of people riled up. And what it is like people that are a part of other religions started coming at me, and then the homosexuals started coming at me at the same time. And it was just, it doesn't make sense, because when you look at it, you know, I don't know about it, but like I know in the Muslim religion, or over in wherever they're from, that's a place that kills homosexuals, okay? We're not killing homosexuals, but we're shunning you out because you're doing the thing that God doesn't like, okay? There's a big difference. We're tolerating you. We're not killing you. The people actually kill people in the Muslim religion for homosexuality, okay? You guys do very much upset me, but I'm willing to try to tolerate you. If you're not going to sit there and listen to anything I have to say about being accepted into Christ and stuff like that, well, then maybe you don't want to join. Maybe you don't want to be a part of Christianity, you know? So I suggest you stop making fun of and picking on people and giving people a hard time because you don't want to be accepted by Christians, all right? Part of the problem is like these people, they want to fit into society. Part of the Bible is you can't fit into society. You never will fit into society if you're trying to be right with God. Society will tear you down before you are accepted by people. Society will tear you down and you will never be accepted by people if you're strong by your belief. And a part of the problem is I've always been like this. So I've accepted the fact that I'm just all around right with God all the time. There's never been a couple years where I have been accepted in anything. Take notice how, like, even before I was Christian, okay? You go back to my channels, I was never asked to do anything with people. I was never invited out, nothing. And when I was invited out, it was on a rare occasion where it was a Christian thing. So I went because I'm already Christian. So the point of the matter is that I've been Christian for a while, and I've had God in my life for a while. And, in the story of Joseph, you have to remember Joseph had so many horrible things happen to him because God was with him all the time. So that's why Joseph became such a great leader in the long run, because God blessed him with that, because the people of the world didn't like him very much. So, and take that into consideration. It's rough to have it's rough for me to have all these people come at me telling me I'm wrong, telling me that my religion's wrong, telling me my God's fake and stuff like that. But yet I don't condemn them at all for what they're doing. The only time I do is when they start running their mouth about my God, you know? And so I have to remind them that, hey, look, the story of the Bible is about creation of human life, creation of the world, okay? So if you're arguing against that then this isn't a place for you until you start to come to realize that you have to change your ways, you know? One more thing before I get this started, but if you're a homosexual, okay, you can be accepted, but here's one small factor you gotta start to realize. You have to walk away from homosexuality. You have to walk away from it. You cannot keep doing it. You know, if you want to be forgiven for your sins, you walk away from homosexuality and you literally do not have sex till you find yourself a wife. All right, point period. And then again, if you end up, I don't condone to it, but some people, it's hard for them, but they end up like going out and doing stuff and want to be forgiven again. Listen, if you're gonna keep doing that, this isn't a place for you. The Bible, Christianity, these aren't the places for you. I'm not accepting the homosexuality community into this. I've already stated that here. I don't know why people are having such a hard time grasping that. You know, it upsets me because it's like that church that got struck by lightning. It was accepting the homosexuality community. So, just some food for thought. If you want to get right with Christ and God, you got to ditch homosexuality. You got to ditch the transsexuality. You got to ditch that stuff. You got to try to live a normal, happy life. If you want Jesus Christ and God in your life, you got to try to live a normal, happy life, which means ditching all the other stuff that is a sin. And if you have trouble understanding what sin is, I'll have to try to create a video here that shows things that are sin and have people understand why they are not good to be doing. And I don't know why I don't know why some of us have to teach that. Like we're teaching like, you know, grade school kids, but this is how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you have a group of people, that come into the community and don't understand when they're doing something wrong, and I don't try to be mean, but like it's difficult for me to grasp the concept of like a full-grown adult not understanding the difference between good and bad. It's awful when it comes down to it. All right. So let's get into Exodus. All right. So we're just going to do Exodus chapter 1. All right. Exodus chapter 1. The Israelites oppressed. These are the names of the sons of Israel who went to Egypt with Jacob, with each with his family: Reuben, Simon, Levi, and Judah; Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin; Dan and Naphtali. Okay, so 1 second. Dan and Naphtali and Asher, the descendants of Jacob, number 70 in all. Joseph was already in Egypt. Joseph was already in Egypt. Now Joseph and all his brothers and all of that generation died, but the Israelites were exceedingly fruitful. They multiplied greatly. Oh, you know what? I gotta go back and start over because I realized I gotta record this for the channel. So hold on. Let me start this over again. I apologize. There you go. You get to hear it again. So alrighty, everybody. Welcome in to Nessa's Time Domain. Today we are starting Exodus. So I'm kind of excited that we're starting a new book because that took a little bit, but we're finally here and we're finally into the next book. So let's just get into it. So, Exodus chapter 1, Israelites oppressed. These were the names of the sons of Israel who went to Egypt with Jacob, each with his family: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah; Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin; Dan and Nephtali; Gad and Asher. The descendants of Jacob number 70 in all. Joseph was already in Egypt. Now Joseph and his brothers and all the generation died, but the Israelites were exceedingly fruitful. They multiplied greatly, increased in number, and became so numerous that the land was filled with them. Then a king, to whom Joseph meant nothing, came to power in Egypt. Look, he said to his people, the Israelites have become far too numerous for us. Come, we must deal shrewdly with them, or they will become even more numerous, and if war breaks out, we'll join our enemies, fight against us, and leave this country. So they put slave masters over them to oppress them with fierce labor, and they built Phantom and Ramses as sites for Pharaoh. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and spread, so that the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites and worked them ruthlessly. They made their lives bitter with harsh labor and brick and mortar, and with all kinds of work in the fields. In all their harsh labor, Egyptians worked them ruthlessly. The king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, whose name was Shapar and Puah, when you are helping the Hebrew woman during childbirth on delivery stool, if you see that baby is a boy, kill him. But if it is a girl, let her live. The midwives, however, feared God and did not do what the king of Egypt had told them to do. They let the boys live. The king of Egypt summoned the midwives and asked, why have you done this? Why have you let the boys live? The midwives answered Pharaoh, Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women. They are vigorous and give birth before the midwives arrive. So God was kind to the midwives, and the people increased and became even more numerous. And because the midwives feared God, he gave them families of their own. Then Pharaoh gave his order to all his people, every Hebrew boy that is born, you must throw them into the Nile, but every girl live. So that's rough. That's dark, man. That's dark. Um, so Pharaoh didn't like the fact that there were boys being born from Joseph from the was it what family line was that? Israelites. So he didn't like that. He didn't like that. I'm blocking you, brother. I'm blocking you. You can listen, but you're not gonna interrupt here anymore, brother. Like, sorry, but if you want to listen, oh my. All right, hold on. This is an everyday thing with you people. I don't know. I don't know what to do right now with you guys. Like, delete that. You're getting put on ban so you can't speak here anymore. You're banned. All right. I don't know why these people keep coming into the chat and trying to ruin everything. Anyway, this is one of those people that are Muslim, by the way, that came in and just they just think their religion for some reason is more important. And what's happening is they, because it's not being accepted here in America, they're getting mad at us. So anyway, back to the story. So that's crazy. Pharaoh wanted the Israelite people to die because he he was in fear of them growing numerous beyond the Egyptians. So, and it's pretty sad when it comes down to it. That was a really dark story. Um, but yeah, that was a really intense opening for Exodius. And yeah, that's about it today. So there you go. If you like what you saw here, well, I gotta say a prayer first. All right. You're getting banned too because you're coming in here just like the rest of everybody else. Please stop. Man, these people are insane. I don't know why they're following me already. You see the harassment I'm getting for this? This is the harassment I'm getting for reading the Bible. Anyway, there's a big level of harassment I'm dealing with on my end on my kick stream that's just, it's crazy. But anyway, let's say a prayer. Lord Jesus Christ, I pray that you, all the people that are coming into my chat harassing me, I pray that you teach them that they need to come to you and stop arguing against your religion, Lord. I pray you get them to understand that they are very selfish human beings and they need to respect other human beings' ways of living, um, provided they are in your range, Lord. I pray that I pray that you take care of these people from harassing me, Lord. Turn the bullying into a blessing, Lord, for me, because this bullying has been going on the past few days, and I really hope that, with all this mocking, I have like a big blessing on the way, Lord. Um, and also anybody else that's being harassed for your belief, Lord, and believing in your Bible and reading your Bible, Lord, I pray that you bless the people, and I pray that you make the bullying into a curse from the people that are sending it to the people that they are bullying, Lord. I pray that you have to curse them or teach them to, stop bothering us and stop harassing us for our religion, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. You guys are insane. I had to block 3 of you already because you won't stop harassing me. I don't know why people are coming in here to harass me. It's weird that people are so hard up for like people being a believer. It's incredibly crazy. But anyway, all right. If you like what you saw here, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And also, if you do subscribe, God will bless you and have a blessed day. And also pray for me because this is nonstop bullying coming my way right now. And I just hope people can relax and understand instead of harassing me for this. Until then, guys, take it easy and have a blessed day. Man, what's going on? Yeah, what that is that's a form of like bullying a person due to the fact that they're trying to do something for themselves. I've never, this is the first time I've witnessed this for me reading the Bible, and it's like it's upsetting those people because they don't want to accept it themselves. And I don't know why it's always Muslim people getting mad at me. It's been Muslim people nonstop lately. And not only that, they're arguing and in there causing war with, another country. So because nobody's taking their side right now, this is what's happening. I'm not taking any of those sides. And this is what's causing that conflict right now. They're mad at me because I'm not taking a side. They act like the Israel people they act like the Israel people are reading this. No, Jewish belief is different than this. I don't know what the book for Jewish people is, but I'm neither I'm neither for or against anybody. The fact that everybody's coming after me, that's their problem. That's their problem, okay? I'm not gonna stop doing this solely because some randos want to come in my chat telling me what to do. I'm not bowing my knee to them. There's gonna be a point where this needs to stop, and it's causing you see what it's doing? It's causing problems here in America because they just don't want to agree with something, and they're bringing it here, and it's like Christianity was here far before your Muslim religion. Christianity was here far before that. You don't own this country. None of you guys do. This is God's country, not Allah's country. Insane. Bunch of insane people coming after one single guy over a religion is insane. This is why I don't support things that a bunch of people are doing, because it's just sheer insanity what they're doing. They're coming after one single guy. One single guy. I bet you there's the guy the guy that's leading this out there. I bet you he has 20 people behind him going out and going to be like, yes, go and harass that Christian because we don't like Christians. But yet you got a bunch of people behind you backing you up, and you're coming after one single guy. What am I bothering you for? The thing about being a Christian is we're the strongest. We're not weak. We're built stronger than you guys, and that's why 3 different people came into my chat. I'm not giving you a reaction. You're coming after me. You've been coming after me. You guys are giving me the reaction. Yeah, I'm not giving you guys anything because you guys are there starting the drama. You're making this all about you and what you want. I'm a Christian, buddy. I'm a Christian. Yes, exactly. What? What? You're mad because I don't want to believe in your belief? You're mad because I don't want to follow your belief? You're mad because I don't want your belief coexisting with mine? That's not my problem, buddy. That's yours. Get over it. I'm not changing for you guys. I'm not changing because, something's bothering you. Okay? If something is bothering you, then turn the cheek and look the other way. Alright? I'm not here to coexist with people. I'm here to, I'm here to do my thing. If you don't like what you see here, then leave. It's pretty plain and simple to understand. Instead of arguing with me. I don't care. The thing is, you're coming in here and arguing with me. You're coming in here and giving me the reaction. You're telling me what to do. And that's your problem, is you want me to do what you want me to do. Guess what, buddy? I'm not bowing down to you. Get out of here. Okay? The fact that you're coming after me due to the fact that I'm believing in something that you don't like, that just goes to show me where you are. You stand with Satan, brother. You stand with the almighty Lucifer. Okay? I'm not for Lucifer. I'm against Lucifer. I'm against you and what you believe in. And because you're coming in here to argue with me, it's laughable. Any Christian can see that you guys are crazy. Any Christian that is sitting there watching you right now is like, these people are absolutely insane. And it doesn't matter how you feel. Good for you, but I don't really care. You guys are making it weird. It's like you guys are making it into a war for some reason. You guys are making it into this dramatic scene that doesn't even need to exist. And it's all because I'm not allowing coexistence here. Well, that's your problem. I chose to do that. You guys have been all over the internet arguing with me for no reason at all, and it's kind of insanely weird that you guys are that stuck up about this. It's crybabyish, in fact. It's like it's like a bunch of young kids not getting their way. That's how it looks here. And it's laughable, man. It's laughable. Uh, you know, I don't know what to say to you guys, but do you guys just no, you guys just started up recently. You guys have been attacking me recently. You guys have been coming after me the past few days recently, and I haven't said anything to you. You guys tried to convert me the past 4 days when I had the guy in Discord Piskin. All right? I had the guy in Discord literally try to convert me because he didn't like something I was doing there. Y'all came after me. Okay? So don't tell me that I react to you guys. I ignored you guys because you guys are jerks. You guys don't accept anything. You guys are far from allowing people to do whatever they want. You guys all click against me, expecting me to convert, to bow down to you? Get away, peasant. You're gonna be a peasant in my eyes because you don't deserve that respect, Piskin. You don't deserve that respect. None of you guys do. Especially coming after me in my religion. I'm not gonna respect any of you people if you keep doing that to me. You will all be peasants, and God is gonna curse you for doing what you do. Now trust me, it works. It happens. I've seen people get cursed by God. Okay? Now go away, peasant! Look, you're getting blocked because you're being just as a nuisance as the rest of everybody else who just doesn't seem to understand. Yes, stop questioning my religion. Like, you're a peasant, man. You're a peasant. And that's why you come after me and question my religion. You keep questioning stuff that I do. What about you? What about me? I told you guys I'm not accepting a homosexuality, and you keep running that down my throat. What is your problem, peasant? What is your problem, peasant Piskin? What is your problem, brother? I don't have a problem with you until you start ramming stuff down my throat. Then we have a problem. Then you have created a war. And that's why I don't like you guys, because you guys just keep creating wars. And it's insane that people have to put up with your nonsense. You deserve to have your teeth knocked down your throat for acting as such. You deserve to have the worst things ever happen to you. And I'm so sick and tired of dealing with people who keep questioning me. Why don't you question yourself? Why don't you ask yourself why things aren't going your way? Why everybody's pissed off at you all the time? Because it's obvious you're clicking up and you don't know how to be free from that line of thinking that everybody puts you in. You know why I do what I do? Because I don't want to bow down to everybody else like you do, peasant. You know why you got the name peasant? Because you keep bowing down to everybody else that is around you. That's what a peasant does. You are ruled by a king who had made you not think for yourself. You're ruled by a king that made you stop thinking for yourself. All right? Don't sit there and laugh. You're a peasant. You've always been a peasant. You've always been wanting people to accept you, and that is why you go and you harass somebody on top of what they're doing, because you're just clicking up with everybody being like, oh, this is good for me. This is good for me. Even though it's not. Even though it's not. You have the benefit to think for yourself. And yet you won't do it. You're too afraid. You're too afraid of losing friends. You're too afraid to sit there and just accept the fact that you might not be liked by everybody. You care about that kind of stuff. I don't. Peasant. Like, there's a reason I'm calling everybody peasant, because this is insane. Like, the fact I'm having everybody come to this chat just to harass me, start drama, and then think I'm gonna change for them. You're bowing down to people. I'm not. There's a big difference. I got everybody coming after me this morning. They're just like all coming after me. Like if you sit there and you look at my you guys literally sit there and look at me at what I'm seeing here on my screen. It is nothing but people giving me a hard time about the life I'm trying to lead, about the things I'm trying to do. This is all it is. This is what these people do that have no acceptance of God. You try to sit there and tell them, but it's like they'll all run to you and give you a hard time like they're a bunch of children. It's extremely weird. And they'll argue with you to the bitter end for no reason at all, and it's like you guys are insane. All right. I've woken up the past like 3 to 4 days of people just giving me the hardest times for something that they don't like, that they don't want to accept. And the problem with it is the reason they don't want to accept it is because they don't want to go away from their life. They don't want to go away from their life. They don't want to. They don't want to fight a fight that they can't understand. There's a reason I do this because I know I can handle this. But these people deliberately, you know, coming to my channel, harassing me on my social media platform. This just goes to show you what we're dealing with right now. All right. Any Christian person that's in this chat right now literally just saw me get harassed by a bunch of individuals that do not need to be harassing me, okay? There are Christian people, there are actual people sitting in this chat looking at that being like, that's insane. And that's the way this has been going. I don't know what is going on with these people and why they're so mad. But to make me feel like I have to refuse my religion, to bow down you know, to bow down to people. I don't get that. I'm gonna do one more thing. Yeah, people get mad. I won't convert to their religion. It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. People will not just accept the fact that they're, you know, people won't accept your religion. People don't. I'm not going to accept the religion of people that are just going to be sit there and be mad at me for not like. It's corruption, man. It's corruption. That's why people have a problem with the Middle Easterns, because they're so busy trying to corrupt people into believing things. That's why back when they came to America, everybody was so cautious because it's corruption. They're trying to corrupt the American system. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to bring everybody to their Muslim religion. So again, they're trying to corrupt us here in America. And that's where like that freedom to accept whatever religion you want, you know, we have that, but it corrupts everything here in this country. All right? And that's why like I don't do it. So, I'm like I don't get how these people are so furious at me for not accepting their religion, but yet I'm an American, dude. I'm not gonna accept some Middle Eastern, Far East like religion that first of all, I don't speak the language of. Second, Christianity has been the religious religion here in America forever, okay? We need to understand that. Since America existed, it's been Christianity, okay? We're not bringing some new age religion here, and we're now trying to prevent coexistence from existing because we want to bring God back into this world and bring God back into America because the terminology God bless America. Well, we're not saying Allah will provide for America. We're not saying that here. We're saying God bless America. It's not harmful to say God bless America, but there are people actually getting mad about that. And then I get I'm getting harassed for it. I'm getting shamed for what I'm doing here. And I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it. It's amazing how like they are secretly starting a war, and these people that aren't accepting of it or aren't realizing it are like sitting there trying to promote war, whether they realize it or not. You promoting a religion from the Middle East is considered as promoting a war, whether you realize it or not. That's why I'm not promoting it. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm not following to it. That's why when it comes down to it, coexistence is a promotion of a religion from another country. That's what coexistence is because it allows you to believe whatever you want. Okay, so that's why I don't do coexistence. Day one, Xbox Game Pass games share stunning new screenshots. All right. Stalkers 2: Heart of Chernobyl shared some stunning new screenshots showcasing a number of its environments as well as its recently revised heads-up display HUD. This latest look at the game surfaced online without fanfare shortly after GSC Game World assured its fandom that Stalker is still targeting an early 2024 release. The original Stalker trilogy archived cult status for its unique blend of survival horror, open world exploration, and role playing elements. While GSC canceled the original follow up to the trilogy, the project restarted development circa 2018, some 2 years later. Stalker 2 was confirmed as a day one Xbox Game Pass title. So, and while the game is still without an official release date, GSC just updated its Epic Games store page with 4 new screenshots. This image, first spotted by Twitter user Stalker2News, showcase some stunning new environments, including a post-apocalyptic farm with a windmill, what appears to be some kind of desolate boathouse. One of the screenshots features a firefight with members of the Zone, while another depicts a clash of some mutated and rather unfriendly looking fauna. While a few screenshots from the recent Surface batch were already shared by Stalker 2 developers in 2023, the freshly emerged image are still notable for including a revamped HUD. Specifically, it would appear that GSC ended up revising the game's heads-up display with the goal of delivering a slightly more stylized interface. The most noticeable change concerned the bottom left corner on the screen, which now features indicators for hunger, sleep, and encumbrance. What appears to be a radiation meter is also a permanent feature of the newly redesigned HUD. In the past 3 games are any indication, all of these HUD elements will likely be user toggleable. Sorry, I got hiccups. Stalkers 2 Heart of Chernobyl UI comparison. Other than that, the compass at the top of the screen appears to be slightly over-detailed compared to the previously shared Stalker 2 screenshot. Specifically, this HUD element is now divided into smaller angle increments, while the icons that it displays are no longer black and white, but color-coded. For example, the player's current objective is marked with a dark shade of orange verging on gold, while custom landmarks are displayed in green. Enemy indicators are bright red, while all the other icons visible in the screenshot are white. GSC has yet to treat its upcoming title to a release date after delaying Stalkers 2 to 2024. Given that state of affairs, and in light of the studio's recent reassurance that the game is still targeting a first quarter debut, March 2024 seems like the safest prediction for its launch window. Let me see. Alright, good. Nobody said anything to me, because I had like 6 messages going on, and just people hating on me, man. It's so weird. I had 6 messages. I had people bombard my, chat here saying that I started drama with them. That it's been a weird morning, and I don't know why people act like that. It's like they act like it's the end of the world, that like I'm worshiping Jesus Christ and God here, That should have been the first idea of, like, if I was going to go to any religion, that's what it would have been. I'm not there to study somebody else's religion. I'm not there doing a religious study, I've been around enough people to know what that's like, to know that why I made the choice I did, and why, and why I'm choosing to, continue to praise Christ and God here and all that. Like, and it's just amazing how quickly people will go off on you, and then you accuse you of bothering them when you didn't in the first place. So, that kind of stuff really, really is interesting, because what it is they let everything, they felt like by me posting stuff into the Discord, they felt like it was permanently actually against them, okay? And that's what caused it. That's what caused this outburst of people getting mad at me. It's the fact that they feel like whatever I posted was against them, even though it was there for them to check out and watch. And that's why, like, when you do stuff online, you get a whole mess of people coming after you because they act like you directed it at them when you didn't. That's why the internet is such a bad place and people have problems on it. It's because they always think something is directed at them, even though you genuinely mean it as a whole. So that's where our problem is right now. That's why, like, these other religions aren't good, regardless of how we feel, Because if I have people coming at me like that over their religion or like something like that, then we need to understand where the problem is. The problem is with you guys thinking it's all directed at you, even though it's actually not. And but what I mean by you guys is like the people that are literally sitting there that aren't Christian. It's not really directed at you guys. It's there for you guys to learn and understand. And then if you want to go further with it, you're more than welcome to. Okay? I've said that before. But you can't sit there and argue with me over it, because, especially because I'm not going out of my way to be like, well, who's Muslim here? Let me find out who's Muslim today and then harass them for it. No, I never do that. That's why you'll notice the in the Discord, if you look at the Discord, it's a person yelling at me and name calling me and demanding me to talk with him about his religion. Demanding me of that stuff. And demanding me to talk to him about my God. And it's like, I'm not doing that with you because I know what you're doing already. And you're getting mad because you act like this is all just directed at you. None of what I do here is ever directed at anybody, and that's the funny part about it. It's never directed at anybody. It's there to make the world a better place. You know? That's the awful part about it, is these people will go insane on you for like, just trying to talk about like something you believe. That's why I find it weird. Good. NFT market they're giving up on the NFT market. GameStop gives up on the NFT marketplace. And then they turn around and they're like, well, you gave us a No, I didn't give you a reaction because I hadn't been bothering you. It's the fact that you've been demanding me to sit down and listen to you when I already know what I'm doing here, and I don't want to be a part of another religion. I don't really need to have coexistence in my life. And that's the point of it, is like, we have to understand that not everybody is going to just be Humpty Door and be like, okay, let me listen to what you have to say about your God. All right. After being operational for about 18 months, GameStop's NFT marketplace is officially shutting down. The move marks the company's exit from the NFT business entry, as previously GameStop has also ended support for its own cryptocurrency. This is actually very good. All right, let me say why this is a good thing, because these are a waste of money. These are a waste of money, okay? And the fact that anybody had remotely put money into these, I kind of feel bad for the fact that they did that, because they lost a bunch of money for doing it. This is why I didn't hop on board the NFTs or a cryptocurrency ever. I took a glance at it. I tried it out. I watched it increase a little bit, and then it didn't go beyond what I had sitting in the account, which was a free account, okay? So I didn't withdraw anything, but I had a bunch of guys I used to work with being like, they would go crazy over this stuff, and they would put money in, and it was kind of funny because it's like, you know, I remember at one point, like a couple years back, everybody was just talking about it, and it really was amusing to watch, because you know that they're putting money to something that they don't even know where it's going. So, GameStop first signaled interest into NFT business back in May 2021 via a teaser web page around a year later. GameStop's first foray in the NFT world finally came in the form of a digital wallet designed to safely store cryptocurrency NFTs on the Ethereum-based network. By July 2022, the retailer's NFT marketplace had officially gone live for the public, though fast forward to today, the GameStop NFT journey is already nearing its end. NFTs, GameStop plans to shutter its NFT marketplace was delivered quite quietly through its website. The company cited continuing regulatory uncertainty of the crypto space, as the reasoning behind the decision to wind down its NFT marketplace, which, as noted by Decrypt, is the exact same wording that GameStop used when it killed its crypto wallet 4 months ago. The change will be effective from February 2nd, 2024, during which users will no longer be able to buy, sell, or create NFTs throughout the GameStop marketplace. However, as the NFTs were minted on the blockchain, they will remain accessible and can be bought or sold through other NFT marketplaces. This has been one of the major selling points of NFTs for a long time, that they are permanent assets which will continue to live on the blockchain, and that platform availability isn't going to affect them at all. GameStop seems to want to make sure all its users that this is also the case. GameStop joined the list of video game companies backing off the NFT world after initially showing enthusiasm towards the idea of non-fungible tokens in July 2023. Sega announced that it's canceling its plans to incorporate NFTs and blockchain technology into its games despite the trend. Some companies are still bullish on the idea of marrying video games with the blockchain technology, such as Square Enix, which has made clear several times that it hasn't forgotten about its NFT related plans. It is unknown whether the decision to end its NFT division is part of the extreme frugality mindset that GameStop new CEO expressed last September. Nevertheless, now that GameStop has completely left the NFT space, it can focus on other things like had the potential to make the company profitable. Yeah, they need to go back to this way they used to a couple years ago, where they weren't, putting all this nonsense into their gaming store. I remember years ago, GameStop was all about, they didn't have a bunch of Funko Pops there. They didn't have a bunch of they didn't have a bunch of anime stuff. They were actually specifically just selling video games. And then within the past, I want to say 5 years, they added in an anime section. They added in, they added in a Funko Pop section and stuff like that. So it became more of a store about not video gaming, but it became a store out of its domain. And if you I bet if you were to go back to a couple years ago, 10 years ago when the stores were booming, you could find a list of things that they actually did that people were more susceptible to want to buy, as opposed to, what they're doing now. But hey, that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Man, I really wish, my day, this whole stream gets ruined, when people come in and give me a hard time. I could have read 4 stories before we finished out, but nope. I had some people coming in and throwing a temper tantrum about something. Now I have to go back and re-record everything I just read about the Bible all over again, due to the fact that people just want to be jerks. People want things to go their way. It's all about them, bowing down to them, kissing someone's butt, which I'm not good at doing. I'm not good at doing that at all. I don't like to do that because I feel like I give my power away. And the only thing I'm gonna, and the fact that anybody sits there and remotely does that to somebody, that's shaming people, man. That's shaming people for who they are. And, people are getting so crazy about what I am doing that, because now if you go and you look at my YouTube channel with the Bible on it, you can see I'm almost nearing 1,000, which I'm probably 300 away from right now. And this is not, I don't know what to say to these people, but I made it here because I wanted to, because this was my goal. And, so when you look at it, you can't really get mad at me for succeeding at a goal that I wanted. I'm like a little over 300 away from reaching 1,000 right now. Or no, under 300 away from reaching 1,000. Do you really, really think I'm going to stop for your benefits? All right? I don't know why anybody thinks that I would stop doing something due to the fact that I'm receiving blessings from God off of it. If your Muslim God, Kala, ha, isn't giving you what you want, then you might want to reassure and think yourself a little bit, because you know what? If you're not receiving blessings like this from then maybe you might want to consider coming to Christ and God, because, that's how this channel has been blessed. And if you can't understand that, well, then I don't know what to tell you, because, brother, you're going to have to start understanding that our God is real, and our God is blessing me, and our God is never, has never proven me wrong since I started believing in God. And that's one thing you need to understand, that even in my worst day, I'll still believe in God, and it's all because of this. This is the thing that has been making me believe and know that God exists, along with the other stories. But hey, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? To each their own. Whatever you want to believe in, that's fine. But I'm just saying, don't go and harass people in their belief structure, because, that's something that I don't bother to do. I'm not out there harassing people over it, but hey. All right, so with that said, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And also, don't let people pull you down. Don't let people pull you down. Keep praising God. Keep praying to God. Keep getting those blessings, and keep doing you. That's all I gotta say. And that's it. Take it easy, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow.